So after we have our results in SPSS, we can take the SPSS output and write our results in proper statistical form. So when we do this, we'll see first that I have the T in our results. What that is that it represents that we used a t-test statistic. So this is the symbol that we'd use for dependent samples t-test, independent samples t-test, and a one sample t-test. After that, we find that we have an open parenthesis and a number there. That number is our degrees of freedom, which is in the SPS output that you can see pretty easy. You close the parentheses, you put an equal sign, and then you put the test statistic value that if you did it by hand, you calculated in step 4. If you look in the SPSS output, it's labeled there, and I showed you in the last video. After that, you'd put a comma, and then you put a lowercase italicized p, which represents our p-value, or probability of making a type 1 error if we reject our null hypothesis with the sample that we have. If our results were not statistically significant, which means our p-value was equal to 0.05 or greater, we just put p equals n dot s dot. However, if we have statistically significant results like we did, we'd have p, and then we put the less than symbol, and then we would put our alpha level. So if you took stats with me, I typically use an alpha level of 0.05, at least just when talking with students. It can be 0.05 or 0.01. And in fact, in the results that we got from the dependent samples t-test example, it was less than 0.01. So you could actually put that as well. If we have statistically significant results, which means our p-value is less than our alpha level of 0.05 like we had here, then we would have to conduct our follow-up analysis, which we're going to do a Cohen's d. The symbol for Cohen's d is lowercase italicized d. We'd put equals, and then we put the value that we have from our SPSS output.